You're a kid in a candy store, aren't you?
Saltwater taffy may have gotten its name on the Jersey Shore, but John Louises won't hesitate to tell you it was perfected on the world's most famous beach. As legend has it, in 1883, a candy store in New Jersey was flooded with water from the nearby Atlantic Ocean. Determined not to close, the owner continued with business as usual. When a young girl inquired about taffy, he replied that it was now saltwater taffy, and the confection took off from there. So how did this salty treat make its way to Volusia County? Thank the Louises family, who are one of the first families of Daytona. The candy shop even predates the Speedway.
My great uncle was an immigrant from Greece, but he originally moved to Coney Island, New York when he came over there. And being over there, that's where he learned how to make all the candies and different confections that we make. And one December, he decided to come down to Daytona Beach for a vacation, and it was 85 degrees down here where it was below zero where he was. And he was like, I'm never going back again. So he opened up a little business on the Boardwalk, and here we are 70 years later.
How is this tantalizing treat made? The ingredients are simple, but the process is a little sticky.
The main ingredients of taffy are sugar, corn syrup, flavoring, and coloring. Taffy is a pretty extensive process from the very beginning of when we start a batch of taffy to the final time where it's packaged and weighed. It's about a 4-day process. We cook it and we whip it, and then we let it sit for a day. And then once it's sat for a day, we put it into a warming room, which kind of keeps the taffy at about 90 degrees. And what that allows us to do is it allows us to do the designs and the shapes and the swirls that you'll see in the video, I'm sure. And then once we swirl and design, we cut it and wrap it. And once we cut it and wrap it, we then let it sit out for about 24 hours again. And then once it's been out for 24 hours, we weigh it and pack it on the bagging and weighing machine in the back. And then pack it up in 24-pound cases and then ship it out or store it ourselves.
So how do people get their hands on this sugary goodness? Zeno's relies on 3 distribution streams. They have 4 retail locations, 2 in Daytona Beach, 1 in Madeira Beach, and 1 in St. Augustine. Taffy is also available for purchase on their website. Finally, in more recent years, they've expanded their manufacturing and wholesale distribution. In 2018, they expect to produce 400,000 pounds of taffy. And as their business has expanded, so have their taffy flavors.
When Zeno's first started selling taffy, they had 12 flavors, but now they offer 101. Chocolate, vanilla, and fruit punch are the most popular, but there's a flavor for everyone.
We have 101 flavors, which nobody else has. We came out with mimosa this year. That was one of our newest ones. Now, as unique ones, we do have a maple bacon and a beer, saltwater taffy. But one of my favorites that are kind of unique as well is like our pineapple upside down cake, which was our 101st flavor. It's probably one of my favorites, but we're ultimately known for our fruit punch. That's our probably most popular flavor.
Zeno's offers other tasty temptations, including homemade fudge and gourmet ice cream. Christina, John's wife, makes all the goodies mixed into the ice cream, from brownies to cheesecake to cookies. And with over 60 flavors, she stays busy. So what does the future hold for Zeno's?
I have 2 sons now, Zeno, who's 10 years old, and CJ, who's 6.5. Zeno, since he's been about 4 years old, thinks that all the businesses are named after him. He still thinks that way. I plan on being here. Like, my dad still comes around all the time and gives us his 2 cents, whether it's wanted or not. But I'm planning on staying here as long as I live. I love what I do. I think everyone here would definitely tell you that. I'm very passionate about it, and I think if everything goes well, then, you know, hopefully one of them is very business savvy and the other one is very mechanically inclined, because you need the combination of the 2 for this business.
To learn more about Zeno's Boardwalk Sweet Shop, visit worldsmostfamoustaffy.com. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Kate Sark.